Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
And welcome to Talking with Kitties podcast, where we sit around and talk to our cats. Well, talk to you and our cats are around.
We talk to you about our cats.
Yes.
The cats don't talk a whole lot.
Speaking of which, I had a complaint this week about our podcast. In a joking way, I hope. But it states, it's like having a podcast where you advertise you're talking with your kitties, but the kitties never actually talk. And my response was, true, but the little shits have every opportunity to talk.
Every opportunity.
And they just choose not to.
It's not like we're hiding the microphones from them or anything.
No. In fact, I believe, no, this hasn't been aired yet, but we did another game night and we read Gizmo a question and she chose not to answer.
Nope, she just laid there and continued to sleep on your foot.
So they have every opportunity to talk in this podcast.
Just a couple jerks.
We just have jerk-faced kitty cats.
Jerks. They don't feel the need. They don't have a whole lot to bestow upon people. They just internalize their
Catitude?
catitude. Yes. There's so much catitude.
There's so much catitude.
Plus, it's usually nap time whenever we're recording.
We usually do record when it's nap time.
Yeah, for them, it's always nap time.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
So, speaking of catitude.
Catitude.
I don't have catitude, unfortunately, because I'm not a cat, but I'm sitting here kind of grumpy this morning.
She is super grumpy this morning.
We are recording, I guess it's afternoon now. Well, no, it's...
Not yet. We still got a minute.
We have a minute until it's noon. So, yeah.
Now it is.
Okay.
Boom.
I'm grumpy this afternoon. Wouldn't it have been nice if it would have changed in that minute?
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I didn't hate my life enough. I did our taxes because, I'm an adult. Why do I pay somebody else to do our taxes? So I do them instead.
That way we can pay directly to the government.
Yeah. And I don't have to pay somebody else
to pay the government for us.
So then they can take even more money from me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's fun.
Yes.
I finished that.
Yeah, she did that while I played Valheim because I am a child.
Yeah, that was also fun while I'm trying to concentrate on doing tax. Because we were in the same room. We were up in our office.
Yeah, we were up in the office.
And he wasn't wearing headphones, so I could hear everything he was doing.
She could hear everything.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of typing in our state withholding and whatever, and I hear, ha, ha, and then, oh no, oh no, oh no, as you fall down a hill.
Yes. Living my best Viking life. Like you do.
It was kind of sad that I wasn't a Viking because then I wouldn't have to be doing taxes.
No, I don't believe they did taxes at all.
I don't think so.
No. But they had boats and stuff, so they probably had a lot of offshore accounts for everything.
They probably had a lot of investments in repairing their boats because from what I can tell,
I do. Yeah.
You guys have a tendency to break a lot of boats.
So we're in the mountains now, but only a couple of us are geared up for it. And last night I was waiting for it to be daylight because the mountains are really dangerous at night. So
okay.
I'm standing in this little X hut. I'm like, all right, I'm at the edge of the mountains. It's nighttime. I'm all by myself.
Should be careful.
I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, that was dumb.
And Andrew's just like, why? Why do you do this? I was like, I'll be right back.
Did you die?
Nope.
No.
Wow. I didn't know how to feel about that. I had my headphones on, came the whole way downstairs, and I was listening for it, and and I could just hear your brother talking shit on me while I'm downstairs. I don't know why you do that. I'm going to have to come over and help you get your body. Blah, blah, blah. But no,
and you didn't die.
Didn't die.
I don't play, for those listening, I don't typically play those kind of video games. I have video games that I play, but I'm the fun little Animal Crossing games
or
she's
big on Animal Crossing.
The old Donkey Kong games. I like side scrollers. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Side scrollers and platformers.
Yeah.
But the old school ones.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely old school.
You tried some of the newer ones and you didn't really get into.
I've learned, I want to play certain video games, but I've learned that I can't control where I'm walking and looking at the same time because you have two different controls for that. And it gives me motion sickness and I can't do it.
And you don't want
it makes
to learn
me sick.
Because it makes you sick.
It makes me sick. I want to learn, but I've tried quite a few times. I've tried playing... I tried playing Valheim for a hot minute.
And you lasted longer than I thought you would because you played for an hour almost.
Yeah, and I kept dying in the same spot and couldn't get my body back because the bad guy was still there.
That's Valheim in a nutshell.
Made me very angry and no one was there to help me.
We spent quite a while playing It Takes Two.
Yeah, and I got that down.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
That was fun. I kind of wish we'd finished playing that. That was a good time.
Jump back on that sometime. But yeah, I think it's just,
I
You
wish
just
I
have
could
to.
play Valheim with you and the boys.
That would be
I
so
don't.
much swearing.
Would it let me? Oh, so you don't want me to play?
No, you can absolutely play, but you're gonna be swearing along with us.
Well, I swear a lot to begin with.
Yeah.
I try not to swear on this podcast because I don't want to
don't.
upset my
I
mama.
gave up.
Well, I think I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I
Oh,
still
you're
swear,
doing way better
but
than
I'm
I am.
using a lot of like crap and
Fudge.
muffins.
Fartsickles.
Oh, I like fartsicles.
What the fork is that?
Crap nuggets.
Anyways, I forget what we were talking. Valheim. You wanted to play Valheim, but
yeah. So
you just get on
I
the server.
randomly decided to start to try to play because I told him I wanted to try. I also really wanted to play Minecraft when you were playing Minecraft a lot, but I could not. I just couldn't get it figured out.
Minecraft's a little bit trickier for you because it's actually first person. I think Valheim would be easier because it's third person, so it gives you that point of focus in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to try. And he's like, do you want to join our server? And I'm like, no. I'm just going to like start a random game and try to play just to see what it's all about. And I walked around for a little bit and found some water and killed a crocodile. Well, not a whatever that beast is in the water. Yeah. And I was all proud of myself that I killed it. And then I found something else and I killed it. And I got all excited. And then I found a big bad guy. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't a huge bad guy, but he was much stronger than my little tininess. And then I couldn't find him because I was trying to locate him. And then I was making myself sick and I died. And then I went and found my body again and I died. And then I went and did it again and I died. And I went, all right, I hate this game. I'm out.
That's core gameplay right there. That's what the game's all about. Last time Andrew had played, he started dying in the mountains. And a lot of times, if you don't...
The mountains weren't where you start.
No.
Or are they?
No.
So wherever I was.
We're in a little bit.
Okay.
But last time, we've been in the mountains for a minute because I had to take a break for stuff. I think everybody kind of took a break for a while. I know some people
for a
were
while
dealing
there,
with some
nobody was
shit.
playing.
But yeah, we're still in the mountains. We're trying to get through the mountains. I guess the last time he had played, he had died up the mountains and then tried to get his body and died like 4 or 5 more times.
Oh, that sucks.
So whenever he hopped on yesterday, I was like, just ping about where your body's at. I'll go get it. Like, I'll go find it and I'll like keep it protected. Because he was down the swamps trying to mine iron so he could make himself new armor because he just didn't. I was like, just tell me where to go. I will go. I will secure it. You can come up and grab it. And that's exactly what we did. I went trucking up. I was in the mountains doing other stuff anyway.
So do you just have...
I love the mountains.
Do you just have more experience in the game than him? Is that why you were able to protect him, or you're just better at playing the game than him?
I think... Well, at that point, he was just frustrated.
Absolutely.
And that
I
makes
can see
you...
that being...
Yeah.
You just can't really focus the way you need to.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything about like talent or skill or anything like that. He was
at
probably...
that point, it had happened so many times, he was just over it.
He was probably tired to begin with, and then he got into it and he got frustrated, and then he's just done.
No, that totally makes sense.
And I just it might just be luck too. I just sauntered right up and there it was. There was like 2 wolves. I smacked the wolves and I was like, hey, it's here, come get it. And he's like, he came trucking on over. So yeah, that was how we started. But then I died like 6 more times during the day. Course. But you know, it's a lot easier because I was last time I was playing it was right whenever everything started with Mom, and I had the stress from all that. So playing a game like Valheim where you're gonna die a lot and you have to go get your corpse and everything. It's just,
not really a game that
much.
You needed to really help you unwind.
Like I was just
thinking about your mother potentially passing.
I was at a point where I would die in the game and I would like get legitimately angry, and I can't. This isn't what I need right now. So had to take a break. Went through all the bullshit from the past couple months. Got all that finished up yesterday, hopefully.
Yeah, as far as we know, everything that we needed to get taken care of and shut off and done is done.
Yep, as far as I know. So that's a whole big load off my shoulders.
Yeah, for sure.
Big load off my mind. Last night I just kind of sat down. I was like, I'm going to do some Viking shit. And then her brother was like, I want to do some Viking shit. And we did some Viking shit. It was amazing. It was so nice to just sit down, play a dumb game with Andrew, and not have to worry about what might be happening that I don't know about, or waiting for a phone call, wondering what phone call. So it's kind of nice. And we're going to do more of that today after this, I think. And I'm pretty excited.
It makes me really happy. I love the friendship that you have with my brother. I'm still mad at him for moving away. I'm not. I am, for me, because I'm sad because I miss him.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him for moving. I mean, if he wouldn't have moved away, he never would have found Jesse, and then I wouldn't have like the coolest sister-in-law ever. So second. Well, I mean, I have
sister-in-law.
2. Well,
she's the legitimate sister-in-law.
I'm the legitimate sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Because your sister's phenomenal.
She's okay. She's all right. I mean, she's the best sister I have, so got that going.
He just gave me a thumbs up.
I did. Hey, she is. She's the best sister I have.
She's the best sister you have. I can't say that or I'd have sisters feuding.
Yeah. Andrew's the best sister you have.
I love him. He's my favorite brother.
He's the most high maintenance out of all the sisters.
Yeah.
I told him
well.
that last night, and he's like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Oh, okay. So he agrees.
I was like, "You are totally the most high maintenance out of all of the sisters." And he's like, "Yeah, I think that's true." Yeah, he's on board with that.
Yeah. So while he stayed home and unwinded and played video games with my brother last night, I went to
Hockey.
Yeah, I went to a local hockey game. It was fun. It was a shutout, 5-0.
5-0, and that's like double A. I don't know what the ranks
Yeah,
are.
I don't know how the ranks are. It's awesome though. Hold on, let me see if I can find what.
It's not college.
No. It's like the
Junior.
maybe because if they can go up to the NHL.
Yeah.
Like they can get pulled, but they're not for our closer hockey team, I don't think. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to say who
Yeah, I know.
like who we are or who are
Hockey.
It's like double A or I don't know. I don't know what those things mean. I'm sorry. It's yeah, so but anyway, I went. It was a whole lot of fun. I went with my parents. We had a really, really good time. We typically go to the hockey games in like the winter, and then we'll go up to a local baseball team and watch their games in the summer. And again, they're in the minor leagues.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll call
They
it
get
I don't know if that's
they get pulled up if they do really well. They get pulled
Yeah.
up to go to the
big
major
leagues.
league. Yeah, the
Yeah,
big leagues.
big leagues.
So I guess they're like I don't know. I don't know how that works.
they have
I'm
the
sorry.
pouches
I don't
that
sport.
Yeah, we don't sport. So
Speaking
we're
of
recording
sport,
this
though.
on Super Bowl Sunday, and yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah, we have no
Yeah.
intention whatsoever at all to watch the Super Bowl or watch the halftime show.
Yeah, I went to one Super Bowl party my entire life, and I actually really enjoyed it. But it was just me and my one friend and his dad and his dad's girlfriend, and we just sat around eating jalapeno chips and jalapeno cheddar dip and talking about music because Paul's a drummer, his dad was a drummer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we were just talking about music.
Yeah, I've been to a couple. The one I kind of had a stake in only because we did that. I don't know what it's called, but where I was working, all the guys
Oh.
got together and did like the
Fantasy
imaginary.
football.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say imaginary football. Yeah, fantasy football, and
D&D for jocks.
yeah, and my quarterback was playing.
I remember that. You did
Yeah.
really good that year. And
I did
everybody was really mad.
good, and the people were really mad because they're like, "Why would you pick him? He's not even like he's not one of the major ones. He's not that big." And I'm like, "I like his name." So for everybody listening, if you listen to football if you watch football, Patrick Mahomes, I think is how you pronounce his name, but I referred to him as Mahomie.
Mahomie.
Because I think it was cute.
That's
So I'm
Patrick
like,
Mahomie.
I want Patrick Mahomie. And they're like, that's not how you say his name. And I'm like, I don't care. That's who I want. And they're like, why? And I'm
He's
like,
Mahomie.
because he's Mahomie.
Dude.
So every player that I picked that year in fantasy football had to have a cool name.
Yeah.
And that was the year that Patrick took him to the Super Bowl and won.
Yeah.
I didn't end up winning fantasy football because he was my best player, but not. I think I came in like second though.
Yeah, you still did pretty
Second
good, I
or
remember.
third out of like 15 people. So I did pretty good.
And a bunch of them are like the type to do all kinds of research
They
and
do
follow
this
everything.
all
they do it,
the
yeah.
time. Like they were not in just ours. They were in like 4 or 5 other fantasy football leagues. Like they love this stuff.
It was hilarious.
And well, since we're on the topic of sports, I like to brag about this too. The one year there's a basketball thing they do.
Yeah. March Madness?
Yeah. So they did March Madness one year and they asked if I wanted to play. And I said, absolutely not. I don't know how to do it. So I didn't put money in to play to do it. But I decided I was going to make a bracket of my own just for shits and giggles. So I made somebody sit down with me and tell me the mascot of
Yes.
every team.
I remember that.
And then I chose who
Yes.
was going to win based on
the
which mascot cuteness.
Yeah.
Or who my favorite mascot was, or if I wasn't really sure, it was which mascot would beat which mascot. No, the first year was cuteness.
Yeah.
I did really good that year. I would have won if I would have actually played. I definitely would have won. I would have had the most points. The second year they did it, I also did not put money in. And I don't think they even asked me to put money in that year because I was so close the year before.
Yeah. They're like, no, we don't know.
I failed real big time because that year, instead of doing mascot cuteness, I did which mascot would kick the other mascot's ass.
He didn't do so hot.
And I didn't do as good. So I have to go with cute things.
Cuteness. Yeah. I mean, I understand sports, but it's never been a thing for me. Like I figured out, I understand sports enough that I can like hold a basic conversation about sports. I can sit down and watch a game and know what's going on.
Yeah, me too.
But the
the
whole
most part.
idea of like sitting down and like I can't get into it. I just never.
No.
It's not my thing. Never was.
Same.
But that's the thing. Dudes always talk about sports. It's like I should learn some of this just so I can understand the conversation. Even if I don't have anything to share.
Yeah.
I can still understand at least.
Super Bowl parties are fun though, usually because they involve drinking and good snacks. And our local fire hall has some of the guys get together and
you were saying about
they
that
play
yesterday.
poker.
Yeah.
And I went to one of those and they actually let me play and that was fun. But I couldn't tell you anything that was going on with sports. In fact, I don't think any of them were even watching the game. Like it was on, but I'm fairly certain we were more intrigued with playing poker than actually the game itself.
I feel like that happens more than you think. I think the Super Bowl for a lot of people is just an excuse to get together and hang out more than
that's true. I mean, if it's like your team,
there are people
then
that
you're
are
really
like,
excited.
But
like if your team goes to the Super Bowl, then they're more inclined to watch it. But I think everybody just likes to kind of hang out and drink and party.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Any excuse for
no. And usually I like to watch the halftime show, but I'm not really.
Yeah, the last couple of years I haven't been. I mean, last year everybody loved the whole thing with like Snoop and Dre. That was last year, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was really good. But again, we didn't watch it live.
No,
we watched it the next morning
on YouTube. Yeah.
Do you even know who the
No clue.
Rihanna?
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know until yesterday.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I asked my parents, and my dirt's like, Beyonce, and mom's like, no, it's not Beyonce, it's Rihanna, and I'm like, oh, and dirt's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, I couldn't tell you a song that either one of them sang. I just hear a lot about Beyonce. Why is Beyonce so famous? I hear her all the time. It's like she's a goddess or something, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of followers that like people love awesome. Beyonce. Beyonce's really talented. I'm not really a fan though.
No, but
like awesome. She's really talented and she seems like a really decent human being, but I'm just not like, I don't fangirl over Beyonce. And I don't fangirl over Rihanna either. Like, again, she's also very talented.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
I can acknowledge that they're both very talented people, but I don't really fangirl over
that's not
fans.
That's not our genre either.
No.
I mean, you dabble, but...
Like, I listen to Taylor Swift, but I don't fangirl over Taylor Swift. I listen to a lot of bands, but I don't...
Yeah.
And I'm starting to really get into the music that you're starting to, like, really get into.
Because it's good.
It really is.
New In Flames album came out last Friday.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh man, I was excited and scared at the same time.
I was nervous.
I've given the last two albums a bit of a pass because I listened to a couple things like, this isn't doing it for me. And then they had like 2 or 3 songs released a couple of weeks prior, and it's like, fuck, this is good.
It's real good.
This is really good. And then it dropped Friday. I was doing stuff all day. I didn't get a chance to like sit down and listen to it until
to the whole
3 or 4.
I listened to the whole thing at like 8:00 in the morning.
And you're like, this is so good. And I'm like, shut up, I'm cleaning.
Yeah, I was at work, put my headphones in. I'm like, if anybody wants me, I'm going to be listening to music. Come in and tap me. And I put it on like not transparency mode. What do they call it?
Noise canceling.
Yeah, I put it on noise canceling and I just rocked out. Like I did my work while just rocking out to In Flames. It was amazing.
Yeah, and their new guitarist. We were talking about it a little bit yesterday, but I wasn't quite sure. Well, this is the old lineup. Hold on, let me remember. Chris Broderick. Chris Broderick is from Megadeth. Yes.
Oh, cool.
I was correct. Chris Broderick is the new guitarist from Megadeth. He joined for this album.
No, the new guitarist from Megadeth. It sounded like you said for Megadeth.
Oh, yeah. The new In Flames new guitarist is from Megadeth.
Yes.
He was with Megadeth. Or what? He might still be with Megadeth.
He might still
I'm
be
not
in,
sure.
yeah.
But yeah, he was with Megadeth. And it
brought the heaviness back.
Yeah, it gave him a shot in the arm that they really needed.
That they were missing the last couple albums. It was really good. What genre would you say In Flames is?
Melodic death metal with a tinge of metalcore.
Okay. So if that's your jam... Yeah. Look them up.
Yeah, it's
really good. I don't even know what genre I've been listening to a lot.
I don't even. I don't
know. The genres are so weird now.
Metal
like it's not
just
just
so weird.
Yeah, it's not just like rock or hip hop or R&B or whatever. It's like we have synchronized swimming core. I don't know. It's just like every time I turn around, there's something different.
Well, the metal is so bad because it's so granular. They take it and they just like break it down and break it down and break it down and break it down. It's crazy.
We listen to metal.
Pretty
much all kinds of metal.
Not super screamy metal, but a little bit of screamy metal. I like some screamy metal.
Personally, I like screamy metal, but I like when they incorporate their screaminess and their growliness, and then they have very melodic parts.
Yes. mixed
I
vocals.
want somebody that somebody or two somebodies, depending on how
Two
they do it.
Yeah.
Where they can sing really nice, but they also can growl.
Mixed vocals is where I kind of started getting into metal too, and I was with In Flames, Soilwork, Opeth, all of that, because they all had good mixed vocals.
And by the way, all three of the bands you just mentioned, same person. Same person does both the melodies and the growling.
Anders, Bjorn, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Phenomenal.
And we've also seen all three bands live, and they were just as good live.
Amazing live.
Yes. We've seen Soilwork twice.
We've seen, yes.
Yeah, that was where I started with my whole metal journey, because new metal had came out. It was just,
okay, so what's considered new metal? Give me a band that would be considered new metal.
I don't know. That's where everything started getting messy.
Okay.
Because I feel like new metal and emo kind of crossed over with rap rock, and it was all kind of a big, ugly. I didn't really enjoy any of it, so I just kind of that's over there.
Gotcha.
So I know Linkin Park was considered new metal, but they're also considered emo, and so forth and so on.
I don't know that I've ever heard them considered emo.
Oh, screamo, I think.
Screamo. Gotcha.
Definitely rap rock, and I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All that garbage music.
Some people like it. We don't judge.
It's
but
garbage
to him, it's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't particularly
If you like it, go ahead.
Yeah.
Rock out. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just not my jam.
It's not my jam either.
I catch a lot of flack for Linkin Park, and I just don't care. It's just not my thing.
You don't have to like them.
Again, there's a lot of talent there, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't like Rush either. Don't at me.
Oh, Rush.
And then we were talking.
You don't like Rush, but you can say that they're phenomenal.
Oh my God, they're phenomenal.
You just don't like what they...
Absolutely phenomenal. We were talking about the new In Flames album and how it was good to have Anders back doing the growls and everything. And we started talking about those bands that have those singers that don't have a good voice, but have the perfect voice for their band.
Yeah.
We came up with a couple
Nine Inch Nails.
Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor. If you're listening to his music, his voice fits perfectly. But if you would pull it out and think of it in anything else.
Yeah, if you would pull Trent out and be like, all right, now we're going to have you sing with, I don't even know. But now we're going to have you sing this song from this other band.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't work.
If you put him in front of a different band, it's just not going to. It might just, but
it might. It's not. Trent Reznor has the perfect voice for Nine Inch Nails, for his music that he creates.
And this isn't even taking into account talent.
No.
Because they can all sing, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just the voice itself.
It's just the voice itself. I can't imagine him in any other genre or...
The other one that always comes to mind for me is Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
His voice fits Smashing Pumpkins perfectly, but in other music, I just couldn't see it. It's just, Mary Whitey in the end. It's just, yeah.
No, I agree. I
like
think
it in Smashing Pumpkins.
he's amazing in Smashing Pumpkins, and he's talented, but I can't picture him trying to do anything but the music that
he's apparently also a dick
do.
And a control freak.
I mean, let's be honest. I feel like a lot of artists are. They almost have to be.
Apparently he's really bad, because what was I say? I read or I saw or something. Don't hold me to this completely. I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that he would go into the studio and re-record everybody else's tracks if he wasn't happy with them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the other instruments.
What a dick.
And I think that was that Siamese Dream that he had done that on? But yeah, I think it caused a lot of problems, because he would go in and re-record shit.
I could see that being a problem. That's kind of a dick move.
It says the Smashing Pumpkins Wikipedia page makes a really vague offhand mention that it was revealed in an interview that Billy Corgan played all of the instruments on some or all of their studio albums, which I find shocking. And it says, not the drums, but on Siamese Dream especially, he was known to do the bass and 90% of the guitars.
Wow. What a dick.
Oh, I guess Darcy would let him. Darcy was the bassist. Darcy said that if Billy can do it in 3 takes and I can do it in 10, and we're paying for studio time, it makes sense to let Billy do it. So he did most of the studio recording. But I know there was some arguments where he would go in and re-record stuff that he wasn't happy with.
And didn't really tell them.
Yeah, and then they just found out when it was there on the final track.
Yeah,
there was a rumor that Dave Grohl had done that in Foo Fighters with their first drummer. That they had been in the studio, and then he went back through and redid all of the drums without telling anyone. I think that was part of, again, this might be all rumors, but I think that was part of why Pat Smear had left the band. He was mad that he would go in and do that.
But Pat Smear wasn't the drummer.
He was the rhythm guitarist. He was the other guitarist. I always got the impression that Pat Smear was just a good stand-up guy. But I don't know. That's
rumor.
I don't pay
that's
attention
hearsay,
to Foo Fighters whatsoever, so they're not my jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of singers that just
don't quite seem like they fit in anywhere else.
I was a huge Rage Against the Machine fan, and I was a huge Soundgarden fan. But whenever you put Chris Cornell in front of Rage Against the Machine, 90% of it did not just for me at all.
Really?
There's a handful of songs that I really liked. They're really good, but the majority of it just felt off because that wasn't the mix.
Rage sounded, no matter if you take those guys that play,
they always sound
sound like Rage when they play together because they just have that sound. They can't change that sound for some reason.
I think they could, but why?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they know it works. So I think you were just ready for whatever that guy's name was.
Zach.
Yeah, you were ready for him to be there, and it wasn't.
It wasn't. It just didn't. Like,
but Chris Cornell, you could have put in
amazing. You could put him anywhere.
and
you
he
could put him anywhere, and it would sound good. Like his voice fit a lot of it. Like it worked.
Yeah,
it just didn't work.
For you.
But yeah, no, like he's a prime example of the opposite.
Yeah,
like he just had an amazing voice.
He could have made it work for anywhere.
Yeah. There's another one, Geddy Lee, we said about Rush. I mean, well, Geddy had kind of like a almost like iconic 80s voice with that high pitch. Yeah. And I think that's what it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Like nails on a fingerboard for me. And that's just, I think that's a big part of it. There's an incredible amount of talent in that band to make terrible songs.
I mean, there's a lot of bands that people love that I don't like too.
Yeah, Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
can't get into that. No,
I saw them live and it was awful.
Was it awful because it was bad, or was it awful just because you couldn't get into it?
No, it was awful because I can't get into it. I'm just like, oh, come on. And I was there to see 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like, oh my God, stop so I can watch 9 Inch Nails, please. Yeah. This is ridiculous. There was rumor that the guy from Foo Fighters,
Dave Grohl?
Yeah, there was rumor that he was going to be on that tour to play that song because he played the drums for the No One Knows or whatever.
He played drums for most of that album, I think.
Okay, but
maybe not most of it, but I know
he was not there.
Yeah.
So then I was just annoyed because I didn't get to see him.
Yeah. Maynard could sing anything.
Maynard can sing anything. And
Maynard could sing fucking opera and blues, and it would be awesome.
100%.
Absolutely.
Maynard has the voice and the talent. I mean, everybody has talent, but
you know who has Maynard beat?
Somebody has Maynard beat?
Michael Ackerfeld.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would say they're on. Well, but he can growl.
He can growl and scream. Like
Maynard can
Maynard has an excellent scream. Maynard can hit that note and hold that shit. We don't know if he can.
He can hold it longer than
anybody. He can hold that shit steady forever. We saw the Grudge scream live.
Yeah.
It was like goosebumps. It was amazing. Crazy. And he's like in his 50s and he's pulling that shit off. Yeah. That's incredible. That last tour, he just put it all out there last tour.
That was
crazy.
That was
so good.
Probably my favorite. I mean, we've seen them 3 times now. Yeah. And that was probably my favorite.
Absolutely. They played some of the old deep cuts and it was just good.
It was
so
really
good. And he was top of his game. It was phenomenal.
It was really good.
Yeah, I think Michael has more. Michael Ackerfeld is Opeth's singer, songwriter, lead guitarist. He's that dude.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
Yes.
He's also nice to look at.
I'm pretty sure he can sing anything because they cover such a wide variance inside the band by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even explain the type of music they play. They're everywhere. Like
they're all over the board.
They're all over the board with the kind of. They're not just like metal or metalcore or whatever. Like they're
like definition of progressive metal, progressive death metal.
See, I don't even know what progressive.
Opeth, they literally are like the definition of it.
If you've never listened to Opeth,
Blackwater Park.
Yeah, that's
Blackwater Park.
Okay. The album Blackwater Park. So
and then the song Blackwater Park. It'll give you a good whole thing.
There you go. If you're interested to hear,
take a 10-minute sample.
If you're interested to
take a journey with us.
Take a journey with us. Listen to Blackwater Park by Opeth. Opeth.
And now back to singers that I don't think would be good outside of their band. Mm-hmm. Chino.
Yes.
Deftones.
Yes, I agree. He's amazing.
He's amazing. He fits their music perfectly, but if you pulled him out, I don't know how well that would work. Because Deftones are very experimental with their stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Deftones are the Deftones.
I agree. I think he's amazing at what he does, and I wouldn't want him to ever be replaced by somebody else.
I don't think they could.
But I don't know that he would be able to fit into a lot of other categories.
Because they've done a couple covers, and it just sounds like Chino singing a cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But love Chino.
Oh, absolutely.
Love Chino. Deftones. Huge fan of the Deftones. But yeah.
I am ambivalent.
You are wrong.
I don't dislike them. Like when you're randomly playing them and I'm listening to them, I like them. but they're not the band that I would just pick an album and listen to. Like, so every once in a while, I don't know what I want to listen to at work, and I'll send Aaron a message and be like, hey, what should I listen to today? Or if he just has a CD or band in mind, he'll just shoot me a message and be like,
this is what we're listening to
this
today.
is what you should listen to today. And
That
I
was what?
appreciate that because I get sick of listening to the
Yeah.
same stuff all the time. So this past week,
Koyo no Ke. Koyo can. Koyo. I don't know how to say it either.
okay, yeah, he sent me
Koyo no can, I think.
just out of the blue. I didn't ask him. He just sent me this thing. I can't even tell you. I don't, whatever he just tried to say. And I was like, what? Koi no yokan today. And I went, what? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And he said, Deftones. And I said, oh, I thought you were trying to speak Chinese.
Mhm.
I had no clue what you were talking
It was a
about.
really good album.
Eh.
It was a really
Sorry.
good album.
I don't think Deftones are a band that I can just pick an album and just listen to it straight through and truthfully really enjoy it. Sorry. I know
But
you think I'm wrong.
No,
but
no, no. Thinking about like musical preferences like that, there's a band that the singer is perfect for their band, Fear Factory.
Yes.
Burton's voice is
Burton
perfect
is
for Fear Factory.
phenomenal for Fear Factory. I think he could
I think he
sing
could do other stuff too. Because they're covered. Well, I mean, you know, they do a lot of covers, and their covers just sound like Burton singing covers. Burton is very Burton.
Burton is very Burton, but I think that he
Yeah.
could sing. I think he could branch out and go and do other
Yeah.
things. I do. Maybe not to the extent of like Maynard or Michael, but he's
got a very distinct voice.
Regardless of what he's in, you're going to know it's him.
Yeah. But you're right. He could sing other stuff.
He could totally sing other
Within
stuff.
limits.
He is more limited than the other two that we mentioned,
Yeah.
but he definitely could do some.
Yeah, I will take back my opinion and switch to that. Yeah, he could do some stuff. He's not as pigeonholed as
He's
some.
not as pigeonholed as a lot of them.
Yeah.
But there's definite things that he would not work for, but he could definitely, he could be more diverse than Trent or Billy Corgan.
Speaking of bands, you have tickets.
I do. I'm so excited. And you are just so thrilled now because you don't have to go.
Is your sister going?
I don't know. I'm just going to say she is.
Okay.
So one of my simple pleasure bands, or what would you call that? Not simple pleasure
Guilty
bands.
pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. That's what I want. So I really, really like Blue October. A lot of people don't know who Blue October even is, and that's fine. But a lot of people do. Just not around here. People don't really know Blue October. Blue October is the type of music that when I am feeling depressed and want to listen to depressing music, or just want to listen to somebody's voice that's just soothing, but not soothing like growl. Because sometimes like I find like metal
absolutely.
music soothing, like they're singing and growling.
Super soothing.
If I just want somebody that's like light and pretty and depressing, it's Blue October. And
talking about metal music being soothing, I realized editing some of these podcasts that now my solution to everything is just put my sugar on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were talking about different things. It's like, oh, I got to mow the yard, put my sugar on. Oh, you want to take a nap, put my sugar on. You want to do that, put my sugar on. It will relax you when you need relaxing, and it will get you going when you don't. That's just, apparently my sugar is my go-to for everything now.
Meshuggah is your go-to. I don't usually choose to listen to them. I like Meshuggah, but I never think to like listen to them.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. That just cut into
so
your Blue
no,
October.
that's okay. Yeah, so I decided I've always wanted to see them. And Justin is the lead singer of Blue October. Justin Furstenfeld, I think it's called. I think that's how you say his last name.
No clue.
He did a tour. It was his open book tour. And he went, and it was more like acoustic, I think. And I really wanted to go, and I didn't buy tickets. So they, as a group, Blue October, they just put out a new album, and it's phenomenal. And I've listened to it a whole lot at work.
Is it like In Flames phenomenal or just okay?
It's phenomenal to me. Again, they're so completely different. I can't say like they're on par, but for the band, I think it's phenomenal. Like I like every song on the album. There's one song that maybe I'm like, and I'll skip it occasionally if I'm not in the mood. But otherwise, I listen to the entire CD and love it. I saw online that they were touring, and I'm like, I wonder how close they're coming to us. They're coming within like an hour away, so...
Which for where we're at is really close.
Really close.
It doesn't get much closer than that.
That's the closest place that you can see bands around here. I bought tickets, and I looked at Aaron and went, so, I just bought tickets to see Blue October, and if I can't find somebody to go with me, you have to go with me.
Okay.
And then I was like, I mean, I love you, but you'll be miserable because that is not even remotely the type of music you like to listen to. You've maybe heard a handful of songs just from like when I take my bath and I have it playing or something.
I'm probably like, what's going
and
on
then
in
usually you say, screw this, and you put headphones in because you don't want to listen to my music.
That sounds about right.
I bought tickets and I talked to my sister and I told her that she should go with me. And as far as I know, she's going. And I think we're going to make a night of it. I think we're going to go. You just knocked on wood like, oh God, I hope she goes. I think I'm going to make a night of it. I think I'm going to get a hotel room down there and we're going to go maybe the casino after the concert and then spend the next day. Like we'll both take off work and spend the next day shopping and just having a sister day. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm going to stay home and play video games with kitty cats.
Yeah.
Which we have no kitty cats.
Really?
There are no cats down here.
Bubs was down here.
He was right at the beginning, but he fucked off.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, let's go
I'll be
find
right
some,
back.
Gotta find some kitty cats. Kicking the kitty detectors.
There are two.
There are two?
Yeah.
On the stairs?
Gray one at the top of the steps.
Sounds about right.
In a loaf.
Yes.
And then there is a weird uncle hanging off of a step.
How close are they?
There is one step between them.
Oh, see, they're doing really good.
He's looking at me, he's dangling his front paws.
So that's another thing.
Looking at me like, what you doing?
Our last real episode, we had started talking about how we've been having some issues with Finnegan and Gizzard. Gizzard being really aggressive towards Finnegan. After we did that episode, I made like a conscious effort to keep an eye on those two. And if things started seeming like they were getting out of hand between the two of them again, I would like step in. And I took one day and just scared the bejesus out of everybody. So after that, it was just all I had to do was just clap my hands or something. They just stop immediately. I was a little concerned though, because if they're playing, they're both really playful and they're both vicious players.
Yeah.
If they were playing, I didn't want to like them not to play together. It got to I just let it go. And if I heard cries of distress or it seemed like if anybody looked like they were cowering or actually afraid, I would break it up. They've been doing really good. Like
they have been.
Like she just found them on the steps, one step away from each other, which is, like what, 8 inches, 10 inches.
Yeah.
Earlier today, they were upstairs. They were right beside each other. Like they've been doing a lot better. Gizzard still likes to stalk him and chase him around, but now whenever she chases him somewhere, he doesn't stay hidden for hours. He comes back out.
No, he comes back out like
where are you going?
Yeah.
Goes after her then. So yeah, there's been a lot of really good progress with those two, and it's starting to get really. And Finn's starting to get a little bit more comfortable. He'll come wandering into the back room while we're watching TV or something and kind of look at us and like wander around a little bit and then wander back out. But
he's definitely an independent cat. Like he likes to do his own thing. He likes to,
But he's making progress.
Definite progress.
He's definitely getting more comfortable in the house.
For sure.
I mean, Mom even said that. She said that like he would help her get to bed and then she would be in bed and he would wander off and do his own thing all night.
That's true.
He's always been a little independent, which is fine. I'm just glad that they're getting along.
Yeah, for sure.
That was really exhausting. So yeah, I mean it's another thing, another stressor off of us because we were all worried about how
still there a little bit.
Still not nearly like
nearly as bad, but we still have to keep an eye out.
I was afraid to leave the house because I was afraid of what I would come back to.
No, absolutely.
And we still find some tufts of hair here and there, but again, they both play really rough.
And he also sheds.
He sheds so much.
He sheds like the Dickens.
He does, and it's so. I think his just stands out. I think because it's bright white.
It's bright white
because he's mostly a white cat. I think it's just you see it more than the other two because Gizzard's got the white belly, but she's mostly gray.
But when she sheds, it's her gray and brown, and
Bub's the same color as our carpet.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and really, almost everything we have in the house is dark colored. Yeah. So I mean, when he sheds, it's very noticeable because you have like bright white hair on like a brown couch.
But yeah. Definite improvements there, definite progress with those two. So that's been really nice. That's been really good. So yeah, they're guarding the steps.
They are.
Apparently.
Kitties, do you want to come down and say hi?
Come down and say hi because you're getting us in trouble with our audience.
Yeah, come on.
You got to come talk to them. We're going to get sued for something.
Something.
What do they call that? False advertising.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Ben. No.
No.
They're not interested. See, we give them every opportunity.
And they're like, no, we're good.
I'm like, nah, it's okay, thanks.
Yeah, we'll just chill out over here.
We're going to chill out right here and do kitty things.
They're the worst.
And the best.
Yes.
They're a little bit of both.
But Finnegan is super chill when he's not playing.
He's
I was right about that. He's so chill. He'll be like laying there sleeping. I was walking over, scratch his head. He's like, oh, this is nice. And then he'll just go back to sleeping.
Yeah.
And like you go to step over him, he looks a little concerned, but he doesn't move and doesn't bolt like the other two.
No,
he's just there.
True.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
The other two are magically, they get afraid and they just bolt right underneath your feet. And then you kick them or step on them or something.
Yeah.
Finn just sits there and is like, okay, bye.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, kitties.
That was such an eclectic conversation.
Yeah.
Like we went from music and different music and other music and CD to kitties, back to kitties, and then more music.
That's what we do.
That's us.
This is our life. Kitties and music.
It really is.
It really is. Kitties, music, video games, and taxes. You got your mind off of that.
I finally did.
Yeah, I'm worse.
I'm kind of really upset with you.
I'm
I was
worse than the
finally
kitties.
starting to cheer up and not think about it.
Wah, wah. I blame Gizzard.
No, 100% not. It is all on you.
All right.
This is on you. There is no blaming kitties.
Okay.
I love you. Kind of dislike you right now.
That's understandable.
But.
Butts. But.
I have a butt.
I have a butt.
Do you?
No. I do. It's on the steps.
Gizzard's your butt?
Yes.
You have a cute little tush.
It's very clean, but it smells a little. Yeah, that.
All right. No, we are not talking about this. Absolutely not.
You're just jealous that I have a self-cleaning butt.
Do you, though?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Mine doesn't have to clean because, as stated in the last one,
girls don't poop.
Girls don't poop. Except Rebecca.
Oh. She poops out of both ends.
That's not nice.
Oh, explains the smell.
Oh my God, you're terrible. You know, she's one of our listeners. Like, she's a loyal listener.
Yeah.
So you're going to make her mad.
No, not at all.
That's true. She likes you too much to be mad.
There's Becca, there's Gizzard. Some of my favorite girls are stinky.
Aw. Thank you for not including me in that. I would have been a little mad.
I said some, not my favorite girl.
Okay, I was going to say I better be your favorite.
Duh.
Okay.
Duh. So. See?
I do say so.
You do.
So. That came from when he was telling me that he was doing the editing for the podcast.
I'm picking up all the things that we do.
He picked up our little, what would you call that? Idiosyncrasies?
Sure, we'll go with that.
I just did the thing too. Yours, you said, is you won't hear many of them in this because he cuts them out. But apparently I do.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so, or no, I don't do
You don't do so much. You do sometimes. But you do, so.
And when I'm thinking, I go.
Yeah, those are the two. I'm
trying to consciously
we're being more
not
conscious
do
of
it,
so we're not doing
but
it. That means we do it twice as much.
Yeah, I catch it every time, and I'm like, crap.
We were out at Mom's whenever we were finishing everything up, and we were like, this is the plan, is what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do this, but I was like, God damn it. And she's like, what? I was like, I keep doing it. And that's what I was telling her. I was like, I notice these things when I'm editing the podcast that we say these things. We have these idiosyncrasies, I guess. That's not the word I'm looking for.
No, it's not the word you're looking for, but I can't. Yeah. I know the word you want, but it's not coming to me. But yeah. Ha!
Ha!
But I asked him what mine were, and so now there's a Finnegan.
Mr. Finnegan. Are you gonna poop? No.
He's gonna crawl under the desk.
You're such a goofball.
Finn, come here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud. Oh, he's doing his thing.
No, he's sniffing.
Like, no, I'll be over here, guys. You just do your thing. Do you know your name yet?
Finnegan.
Mr. Finnegan. Sniffing a desk.
I want to.
Are you licking the desk?
No, he was sniffing.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse him even more by calling him another name to see if he would look.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. He needs to learn his new name.
Finnegan. No, he's very intrigued by whatever he's smelling.
By whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't use that desk much anymore. It's just stuff just sits on it.
He probably.
Oh, hi. Are you stalking your uncle?
A little.
Everybody's coming out of the woodwork. How dare you say there's no kitties? Oh, did you pick her up? Oh, get her to make a noise.
You say something?
Squeeze her till she squeaks.
Squeak. Come on. Say something.
She's not going to do it.
Gizzard. Ow. She has claws.
Yes, she does.
Say something. Gizzard, please. I'll put you down if you squeak.
She's not going to do it. She looks miserable. I hate everything about this. My life is so hard. I get attention and love. How dare you smooch me?
Please squeak. Sorry, there was hair.
Hair.
Everywhere.
And Gizzard and Weird Uncle both are squeakers.
He's much more of a squeaker
He was so cute, smart. So we got
really cute.
Him and Gizzard gets locked down in the basement overnight because of dietary restrictions between all the kitties. But if we take a nap, we got 3 ways of getting woken up. Well, we only had 2 ways of getting woken up prior, but we found the 3rd way this morning. So Gizzard is just obnoxious. She'll jump up on the bed and run back and forth above our heads on the pillows, and then jump over on our nightstands and knock everything off of the nightstands. And as soon as you go, she starts running, and then she'll come back up and jump up, little lead paws on the bed. And she's just annoying. Bubs will yell at us. Row, row, row.
And he won't shut up.
And he will wait until we're awake.
Yeah.
He knows when we're both awake.
He can sense when we're awake, and that's when he starts.
But if it's after 6 o'clock in the morning and one of us goes to the bathroom because they have to pee and we accidentally wake the other one up, the bub's alarm starts.
Yes. And it's very hard to get him to stop.
And it never stops.
It does.
No.
But it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a while. This morning we got the Finnegan alarm.
We did.
Which he just walks in and goes, and he just did it a couple times and we didn't have a response. So he went and laid down and took a nap.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Best alarm clock ever. Like, oh, you're not getting up? Okay.
He put himself on snooze.
Yeah. Like, let me know. Let me know when you guys are up. I'm just here. I'm hungry. So.
Just wanted to make sure you knew.
And he waited.
I would like food.
I was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't even early. It was just like 8 o'clock. Like, hey, you guys getting up?
No, we got up around 8.
Yeah, but he came in and he's like, you guys getting up?
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
That's true.
No? All right. But we did end up getting up.
Yeah, we did end up getting up.
But
it
not
was just
because of him.
Not because of him.
He just came in like, hey, getting up? All right, let me know when you get up. And he went and laid down.
He was really cute.
He went downstairs. Because then whenever I went out, he was downstairs and I shook his bowl and he came bolting up.
I love when he does the bolting up the steps.
You usually see Gizzard go down steps. She goes like 2 at a time.
Really?
It's crazy because we watch Buzz go down the steps. And you see Finn. Finn's pretty quick, but
he takes each step, yeah.
Gizzard goes down like 2 at a time whenever her feeder goes off.
I'll have to watch her today when it goes off.
Something. She shoots down the step. She's little. She's half size the other.
One of my favorite games though is like to just have her in another room and then just because we can control it from our phones when it feeds her, and I like to feed her and just watch her like she's just gone. She disappeared.
Did it yesterday. We were sitting on the couch in the back room and she was sitting there and I was like scratching her head and with the other hand I was getting her food ready and then I hit the button and she just gone.
And it's like she's gone.
And
like she literally just disappears.
She's
like,
gone and my hand's still just like
trying to pet and it's like there's no cat. It's unreal how quick she is.
She's so quick.
And then you get Fatty, Boom Baladi, who's just I mean, he's fast, sort of.
Is he? No.
Take
the S
He's
out.
Impatient.
He's very impatient. And very loud.
He's definitely the loudest.
He's definitely loud. I think what it is, he's usually only cries whenever he thinks he's hungry. So I think it's just the echo of his meow through his empty belly.
Oh, yes.
Just, and he does that every night when we go to bed, too. We go to bed and then we wait.
Within like 15 minutes, 10 minutes?
I was going to say, yeah, about 5 to 10 minutes. Suddenly downstairs, they're, for like 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes, and then he's done.
He's good.
Like it's like him telling us that he's like announcing that it's
Yeah.
bedtime.
Like he went down, he checked, all the doors are shut, everything's good, we're good. Okay, go ahead, guys, go to sleep. He's like a little town crier.
Yeah.
Kitty cat idiosyncrasies. Idiosyncrasies is the word of the day.
Yes.
Idiosyncratic. This was the idiosyncratic episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Checking to see where he went.
He's checking out fishes.
Is he? Is he like standing up looking at him?
He is. He's back on his back paws. The red-tailed shark's right there.
Are they looking at each other?
Well, they're not anymore.
Oh.
He's so cute.
I haven't gotten to see it, and I know if I get up, he's going to stop.
All right, I got pictures, so keep an eye out on the gram of the Insta and such for those.
That was literally the cutest thing in the entire universe.
So freaking cute with those fish. Don't jump up.
Now he's going to get himself in trouble.
But all right, I think we're going to call it there. Going to just kind of have a short one this week. We're just both kind of unwinding after the past couple months of everything we've been dealing with.
And fuck taxes.
Fuck taxes. But I know somebody's planning on taking a nice long soaking bath.
Oh God, I'm so excited. I am having a peak self-care Sunday night. I am going to, after making dinner, I am making my version of my ham pot pie. So I am going to eat some deliciously starchy, yummy, salty, delicious. And then I'm going to take a very nice long bubble bath, and I'm going to potentially put on a face mask and have a candlelit bath, by the way. Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think that'll help my mood a lot. And probably listen to Blue October.
I'm going to live my best Viking life and talk shit on your brother.
That's your self-care Sunday.
That sure is.
We have a little bit different ideas of self-care.
Slightly.
But
hey,
whatever makes either of us happy.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's us for this week.
Yep.
We'll be back next week. Thanks.
We sure will.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. Yeah. Catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.